Hey everybody, Pretty Tarot YouTube channel, or you can call it the Pretty Spiritual channel. So, I decided that I wanted to do a reading based off of the quarantine right now, because I know a lot of people are staying at home and being encouraged to stay at home during this time. And I thought it would be interesting to do like a reading for the zodiacs, each zodiac sign. And it's pretty much, I just want to pick up the energy of what's going on for each zodiac sign during this quarantine, stay at home, coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever you want to refer to it as. Okay, so I'm going to start with, Aries. And these are my cards. I'm shuffling them right now. By the way, if I don't get the timestamp, then you guys can timestamp for me, but I'm going to try to remember the timestamp. But it may not be timestamped if you are seeing this video when it first appears online. But if you give me a little time, then I will get it timestamped. Okie dokie. So here we go, y'all. Here we go. I hope everybody's doing fine. I hope nobody's losing their mind or anything. Not a whole lot has changed for me because a lot of the work I was doing was from my laptop, either at home or in the office. A lot of times it was both back and forth. And yeah, everything I do has been practically kind of like virtual. Like I can just go do it anywhere. So but I hope you guys are doing fine. I hope nobody's out there fighting over toilet paper, tissue, that everybody has food, that everybody's staying well. And you know, make sure you guys are taking vitamin C, vitamin D, ginger, garlic, and I'm talking about the real ginger and the real garlic. And turmeric is good as well. And drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, not stressing a lot, and chilling the F out. Literally, like, don't be out here freaking out, worried about you gonna catch the Rona and all this other stuff. And do your research, because there's way more to this than what we're being told in the news media. And if you guys only knew, I'm not going to say anything here because a lot of those videos have been going down and getting taken off of YouTube, and people's channels getting shut down, and I'm not having it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having it. You know, they're gonna be looking at me funny. But I do encourage you guys, do your research, educate yourselves, and you know, don't be a sheep. Learn to think for yourselves, okay? Be prayerful, do your meditations, you know what I'm saying? Elderberry is good to take right now as well. Take care of your overall health. Lower dairy consumption, lower meat consumption, but especially dairy. Because if you know anything about how the Rona works, I'm calling it the Rona, it builds mucus in your respiratory and sinus systems, okay? And it hardens the mucus up. Even if there's mucus already there, it's going to harden it up, and it's going to make it hard for you to breathe. You'll have fluids and stuff, and that fluid that's in there is mucus. Mucus overwhelming your lungs and your sinus areas is a quick ticket to, you know, suffering in your health, not get enough oxygen, not be able to breathe, and that literally can take somebody out. So if you don't have to drink milk or eat cheese, and don't say, well, how am I going to get my calcium? Take a multivitamin or take an actual calcium vitamin. How does any animal get their calcium? They're certainly not walking around drinking milk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys, it's time for you to wake up and learn about health. You know what I'm saying? There are alternatives and things. And if you don't feel well, depending on how bad or not it is, you may need to go to the hospital. But if you don't have to, I don't highly, I don't highly recommend it, because it's not a, I don't know. It's a lot of hospitals overrun, but you guys do it as you feel you need to do. So if you're not feeling well, go to the hospital, go to the clinic, get tested. If you really, really are not feeling well, definitely go to the hospital, clinic. Trust your heart or whatever. So that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, so finally, okay, I'm going to pull a card here for Aries, or I want one to pop out. There we go. Aries, you guys got the Magician card. So during this time, during quarantine, during the Rona, whatever's going on, you guys are very proactive. You guys are just kind of like doing your own thing here. You're not being complacent. You're not sitting around. You're not waiting for anybody to give you any signals or any cues or whatever. I kind of feel like you guys are being adventurous. You guys are more than likely the people who are out there, going for walks and exercising, even if it's in your own backyard. But you guys are not afraid to venture out and go to the park or something or whatever. I feel like this is just a card of being very active in activity. For those of you who are, and don't worry, that's not the Rona cough. That's just it's a lot of pollen here, so it's allergies for me. I kind of feel like you guys are just taking whatever you got to work with here, whether you have a whole lot of resources or not, whether you have a whole lot of food in your house or not, whether you have a whole lot of anything needed in your house, tissue, whatever, or activities to do with the house. You guys are scrounging up everything you can find, and you're being resourceful. You're taking and getting creative here. You're just doing whatever it is you got to do to get through this period, and you're very much empowered right now in your energy, and you're empowering yourselves, and you're probably even empowering others. Like, you're not just sitting here like just feeling like a victim in any form, which I think is awesome. And I think I'm gonna give you guys, let me see, I think I'm gonna do advice cards to go with these too, just because I think that'll be fun. Yeah. I've never done one of these readings before in terms of situations like this. So this is all new for me. Don't complain that I'm unprepared, because I just really feel like this is a whole lot of fun. And it is for fun, so you guys don't be betting your life on any of this, okay? I'm just going to pull a whole bunch of different kind of cards for you guys. See what's going on. Aries during this time of the quarantine. Stay at home. Interesting. Yeah, it's like I said, y'all ain't really just... you guys are not really posted up just like in your houses doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because the home card is like... I would say it's like in reverse, but then you got the guidance card. I kind of feel like you guys are just kind of like looking. You don't feel like you're comfortable where you're at. You guys are probably not feeling necessarily comfortable at home, because you guys are busybodies. I feel like, and I feel like you guys are out here doing activities. Like I said, I feel like you guys though may be seeking now outside of just the quarantine thing. Some of you guys. There may be somebody here, in this group of Aries who does not have a home, and they're seeking one. They're looking for guidance on where can they land their hat, where can they go, what can they do, how can they gain the skills or something. But for some of you guys, I just feel like you ain't at home. You may be just out and about, you know what I'm saying? You might be visiting people and relatives because you just kind of feel like wherever my hat lands me kind of thing. some of you are not even comfortable at home. And this is not for everybody. This could be somebody, if they're not able to pay their rent and their mortgage, some of you may not have a home anymore for that reason right now, or whatever. Or this may be coming up for you guys. And for that reason, you may be seeking, where else can you go? Hopefully, that's not the case for you guys, because right now they're supposed to be allowing people to defer their mortgages and rent and things like that, bills or whatever. However, I'm aware that not all companies are allowing this. You know, so Aries. You guys are hanging in there. You refuse to be dragged down. You refuse to be, you guys refuse to be miserable. You know, you also, for somebody, may be refusing to let something go. Okay. Someone also could be in denial here. I don't know if any of you Aries are in denial right now about what's going on. Take what resonates, you guys. There's a bunch of Aries out there, and some of you may have Aries in other places of your chart. For some of you, it's going to be your sun sign, others your moon, others, you know, it may be dominating your rising, or it may be in both your Venus and your Mars. Okay, so take what resonates. There's a lot of people in these particular zodiac signs. Take only what resonates, and what doesn't, leave it exactly where it's at. Interesting. So you guys aren't taking any risk right now. I feel like every move you're making is calculated. And partnerships and love, that ain't happening for you guys right now. There could be an issue of a lack of harmony for some of you in your situation, but I feel like you guys are definitely, you may not be, and of course, this is social distancing time, this is stay-at-home time, so you guys may also be choosing to not necessarily socialize very much or very often like you normally probably would. Or maybe you could just be feeling like you're not seeing any love, partnerships, you're not dealing with anybody, you're not around people. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is by, you know, because you ain't willing to take any risks. It goes beyond, you know, being told stay at home. This is also, you guys are just not really trying to be out there like that. There's one more card I want to put for you guys. Where is it at? Actually, there's a couple more. Aries during the stay-at-home quarantine time. Didn't want this many cards, but emotionally, you guys are not giving of yourselves. You guys could just be not really trying to some of you could just be just like kind of like not in your best emotional place, whereas others, I feel like you're just not giving of yourselves emotionally, or you're just not nurturing anybody right now. Like you're just kind of keeping yourself, like I said. You feel like you could be looking at rough times ahead. Okay, possibly. Now, some of you could be dealing with water signs or water energy around you, or somebody with water in their chart. But it just feels like you're looking at difficult times ahead, but you're having to move forward or make a move, period, or take some sort of action. But this is going to be difficult or rough on you guys. or you guys are looking at rough times ahead, but you're having to make this move, or you're having to walk away. And yeah, it's looking like you guys are not hearing anything communication wise that may be of any value to you, especially if it's relating to finances for any reason. Now, if I could throw in there, this is not going to resonate for everybody, but for some of you, this could be relating to where maybe one of you is a parent and you're not, you know, you may be choosing to be distancing yourself from your child or your children if they are older children and you're like an older parent during this time. Or it could be maybe you have not been hearing from, you know, your children or something. That's not going to resonate for everybody. That's just somebody, whoever that may resonate for. Okay. So let's see what else I can get for Aries. And then I'm going to go do some advice for you guys. And then I'm going to jump to the next sign. Aries. Okay. Yeah, you guys are definitely not... You may have been feeling like you have not been enjoying yourselves as much as you'd like to. You definitely, like I said, you're not being social. You're not necessarily having a party or partying or anything like that. Well, it is what it is for the times or whatever. But this also could mean for some of you losing a home or not having a home. That's not for everybody. That's just for somebody out there. But you guys are definitely staying out of touch. Not really dealing with anybody. Not really dealing with people. But at the same time, you're not sitting hopeless. You're not sitting in a hopeless state. You really are trying to pull all your resources together and make do with what you can make do with. You're empowering yourselves and you're choosing to do what it is you need to do or would like to do. And if some of you have been feeling like you're lacking the social situations that you may be used to or needing, you still find a way to make that work. So you could just be, you know, like doing Zoom or Skype online or whatever it is, you know, phone calls, Marco Polo, whatever. Interesting. So, Three of Air, you know, somebody could have had to part some kind of ways. And this feels like this is related to wanting to see things come together. Maybe you could be waiting on seeing something. There could have been some disappointment. But you got either some good news coming or something that's going to happen that's going to bring happiness or joy. So the advice here is that even though there's been this period of, you know, disappointment or sadness or something, maybe needing to cut ties, let something go. This is a time to heal. It's also a need for you to forgive others, forgive yourself, and so that you can move forward. You know, with the Three of Air there, you know, the advice is to, you know, understand that things are going to look better and something good is going to actually come through for you guys. Abundance, things are starting to look better, or they will. Having some patience at this time and making long-term plans is something that you guys may need to also consider doing. But once again, you got the Sun card there, so that's pointing out happy outcomes, good news, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, and having confidence in yourself that things will pull through for you guys and that you will be able to pull through. Aries, you guys need to reach out. If you need any assistance, if you need any help, or if you're feeling isolated or lonely, or like you need to extend yourselves, go ahead and do so, okay? Sorry. Just find a way to do so that will work for what's going on right now. Because obviously, this is a time where a lot of people are not able to do things the conventional way. And you all are aware of that, you know, but going back to that magician, you really are going to make something work. You're going to find a way to get, you know, be resourceful. And you got success. Couldn't have gotten a better card. Ooh. So, as long as you know what it is you want or what you're trying to do, you'll be able to make something happen. You'll be able to get things to work out. So, it's telling you that you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. I'm trying to avoid taking any allergy pills because they make me drowsy. All right. I'm not going to pull any more cards. I was going to pull another deck, but I think I'm using enough cards as it is. Okay, so Aries, that was your read for the quarantine, stay-at-home period. Now I'm going to move on to, I'm going to do Pisces. I'm going to do Pisces. Only thing about using all these decks is I gotta put all these cards back when I'm done before I can even shuffle up again. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but okay. Alright. Alright, Pisces. Pisces. What is going on for you guys during this particular time with the stay-at-home quarantine? During the Rona. Ace of Pentacles. So you guys have a situation here of prosperity and abundance. A door, like a big, like, I don't know, it's like an opportunity. It's like some kind of big opportunity or some big grand door that is possible to open up for you guys right now. Or you could be looking at that's what you want to happen. Like, you guys are looking at either wanting to have a new career, a new job, a new place, a new location, a new opportunity period, or a bunch of money you're hoping to come through or to make, okay, during this time or coming up after this time, okay? Because Aces is all about new opportunities, new beginnings, and Pentacles is relating to anything that holds any value to you, anything that is prosperous, even if it's money or something related to that. You got births popping out sideways. So some of you guys could be really looking to start something new. Okay, you guys really could be thinking about if you could start something new or do something different or new. There may even be a new opportunity presenting itself, actually, for you guys. With the Ace of Pentacles and the Birth card. So it looks like the possibility is there. You guys could be wanting also to start something new. go. Could be a business. Could be a business with the merchant card there. Could be a business, could be an investment of some form. You're not quite sure yet, though, is what I'm looking at. You're not quite sure because this is the second card that come up sideways. I pay attention to what direction my cards come out in. If they come out upright, in reverse, sideways, whatever. It all speaks to me. Pisces during this particular time. Here we go. Another sideways card. Enlightenment. So you guys, I feel like you guys are seeking knowledge. You're seeking information. You're seeking the know-how because you may or may not really know everything it is you need to do, or, you know, what your options are and things. But I feel like you guys are seeking to know what your options are, what your opportunities may be, what you can do in business or not, what you can do with investments or not, if you can start something up new or not, or, you know. But you guys are definitely wondering, and you're seeking, and you're for some of you out here analyzing. Some of you could have a proposition that was presented to you. Okay, so some of you could also have an opportunity presented to you. And you're wondering if you should take it or not, or if it can work out or not. If it's going to be, you know, something that's going to be good for you or prosperous. Yeah. And with the risk card sideways, you don't know if you want to take the risk or not. And I get it, because right now, with everything that's going on, a lot of people, they're not too clear about what they can do, where they can go, where they stand with everything. Some people are feeling like they don't even know if they want to even go work anywhere or not, if it's relating to a job or a career or whatever. Some people, like now, if you're one of these people that birth card is symbolizing having children, you could be feeling like, I don't know if I want to have any kids right now or not, even though the opportunity could be presenting itself. But that's just for a very small portion. But for a lot of you, I feel like this may be related to some kind of opportunity for a job, career, or work or something, and or business, and you're just like wondering, do I take the risk or not? Is it worth the risk? You could be feeling like you want to take the risk or take the chance, but then you're not sure if you really want to take the chance or not, if it's worth it, if it's going to really work out. I feel like you guys are focused on opportunities, money, work, career, maybe even new locations. But you're looking at your prosperity and how things are working out for you. Close the window. I like my window open. I don't like it open when it's dark. There we go. Yeah. Communication's been kind of rough for you guys. It's been kind of rough. You don't know if you need to communicate or not. You don't know if communication is going to come through or not, but you're kind of feeling like if any communication does come through, it's going to be not the best communication. You may be feeling like you can't quite communicate what you need to, or others aren't communicating what they should be. Whatever it is, it's looking like a lack of communication. It's looking like you're not hearing back from an opportunity of some sort, or you're not hearing back about something that you want to start or get started, or an investment, or whatever the opportunity may be. You could be feeling like you're not quite clear on what's going on. Okay. But you're kind of concerned, though, that if the communication does come through, maybe it's not going to be good, or maybe the communication before wasn't good, so maybe you feel like that's the reason why you're not hearing anything. But there's no need to worry, though. It's the card you guys got. Perfect card to get at this particular time. Oh, okay. Nice for Pisces. King of Fire. So this is kind of like a card of energy of being motivated, being ambitious, having charisma, being able to be idealistic. But the card is pointing out there's a need to focus, and focus some more. Okay? Communicate with vision and be a leader. Because a King of Fire is a leader. Usually they are a business person, a business owner, entrepreneur. They have a lot of leadership skills. They like to take the lead. They also could be very sociable and things like that. And they're very confident. That's if they are in the positive energy. If they're not, then they're going to be the opposite of all of that. Okay. Seek advice from someone that's creative. Is also what that card is pointing out to you guys. It's also possible that there is a fire sign that may be helpful to you guys, okay? Or at least someone that is a business owner, or someone that could be a mentor in some form, or someone who is really good with business, a manager, okay? You may need to, you know, talk to a manager. So, you guys, you got the turn back card. And I pay attention to the fact that this flipped out upside down. And I feel like it's because you guys are wanting to push forward. But, you know, because you think you know what you're doing. But it's telling you to turn back because really there is probably some confusion here. Okay, and I would say there is some confusion. So when you're not quite clear what it is to do, sometimes you just need to go back, retrace your steps, or go look at maybe some other opportunities or something. But it's just a need. It's telling you to just turn back, okay, because you're not really quite sure. So maybe don't get ahead of yourself, because you guys could be getting ahead of yourselves, thinking, well, maybe this could work out, or maybe, you know, but don't get ahead of yourselves is generally what that card, I feel like, is saying to you guys. But it's telling you to decide the outcome, okay? Make up your mind, but make a wise, rational decision, the way a judge would, based off of facts and info, and also based off of evidence. But this is also telling you, give yourself the best. So don't compromise. I feel like that's like, don't compromise. Give yourself the opportunity to do this right. Give yourself the opportunity to enjoy, or, you know, the best, or to get what you really deserve, which would be the best. So don't settle for less, kind of thing. Don't get ahead of yourselves. Okay, final advice card. And then we're going to move on to the next sign. Okay, so compassion. Okay, release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and the light, and that is within everyone. Okay. All right, so that was your reading, Pisces. I'm going to move forward to Taurus. All right, so I'll close that drawer. I don't need that open. Okay, so for the Taurus group people, you're reading during the quarantine, stay at home period. Wow, you guys got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What is that all about? Could you be losing some money? Could you be losing some of your investments? Could you be losing opportunities right now, Taurus? A lot of people are, but for you especially, this seems to be the case. You also could be giving out financial assistance, and maybe that could be where some of your money is going. You could be helping somebody as well. So it's not all negative. It's also possible that you could just be not seeing some sort of door or of opportunity open up that you may be feeling like you want to get your hands on. Okay? There may be some money you want to get your hands on. But you're like, where is it at? Where is it? First, during this quarantine, stay at home time. Yeah, you're real confused. You're real confused. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's up. You're like, you probably really are like, you know, trying to figure out. You're probably also trying to figure out how to, and I feel like you guys know. It's not like you're completely confused, but I feel like you guys know to some extent, how things are going based off of how you're playing your cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you guys are kind of like wondering if you're playing your cards right, but at the same time, you guys are trying to play your best hand here. You know this is a chess game. You know that you have to be real strategic if you're going to get your hands on that money or that opportunity or that job that you feel like, or whatever this is that holds value to you, that you feel like you may have not been seen or losing grip of, okay? Because it feels like you guys could be losing grip of something valuable to you, or losing some money, stock investments, or losing an opportunity, or losing a job, or trying to get your hands on something that is related to money, job, career, opportunity, or something that is of value to you. And you know it's a game. I don't know, I'm here for some of you, well played, or needs to be well played, but you're thinking about this real hard. You're really thinking about it, but be careful that you're not being too idealistic about it. Some of you could just be fantasizing so hard about something, or just got your head in the clouds, or daydreaming too much, to where this is where the confusion may be coming in, and this is also maybe possibly where you may be losing, you know, what is of value to you, or maybe you could be losing sight of what is of value to you, and that's where the confusion is coming in at, and losing a grip of touch of holding on something. But I feel like I said, some of you guys are giving. Some of you guys are giving. Okay. Interesting enough, you guys got the service card here. Okay. You guys got the service card there. I feel like I might need another one. And with the service card, that's literally caring for others. That's literally giving of yourself to others when they are not well, when they're not doing so well, when they're not doing so fine. If somebody is sick or ill, you are definitely, you know, of service, helping them. You could be working in the hospital or clinic, or you could just literally be helping others, period. Maybe out there, you know, giving out food, or, you know, giving out care packages or something, whatever that may be. You could be just trying to make sure that you're looking out for others or something. But you also could be feeling like maybe you're making some mistakes or some errors for some reason. Maybe you could be feeling like, maybe some of you are feeling like you could stand to make improvements, or to do better with what you're giving, or in the way that you're giving. Because you could be feeling like, well, it's not going as well as you hoped, or feeling like maybe you're making some errors or some mistakes here, okay? And that could be where you could be dropping the ball here and not sure of what to do about it, or how to feel about it, or how you could change this and do better, or be able to give more, or be able to give the best of yourself during this time, or be able to make the most use of what you're able to give at this time, or make yourself the most useful at this time. So I feel like you guys, your heart is in the right place though. Good news is you are you're not feeling restricted, okay? You're willing to be open-minded here. You're willing to open up, and you're willing to think outside the box and free yourself here. Someone around you could literally be suffering, okay? Someone around you could literally be suffering or not well. Also, you guys could be, and take what resonates, you guys, you Taurus, you guys could be not doing so well yourselves, like feeling overwhelmed because you are literally having to look after, care for others so much. So if you are out there working in the hospitals and the clinics right now, or taking care of others at home, or in your community or whatever, you're overwhelmed. You know, it's wearing on you mentally, emotionally, physically, or whatever. For some of you, the loss, if you have taken any financial loss right now, it's weighing on you guys. If you made any mistakes or errors, it could be really daunting you right now. What else is going on for Taurus during the stay-at-home corona time? What else is going on for you guys? Hang in there, you guys, the best you can. Hang in there the best you can. I really do empathize with a lot of people right now if they are caretakers to anyone in the medical field, or if they're caretakers to, you know, seniors or children or whoever, or the family members. You know, I really do empathize with you guys right now. And I empathize with anyone who is suffering any losses right now, financially, or with jobs, works, opportunities, whatever. Shuffle there. Yeah. So you guys are kind of, I feel like, I don't want to say you guys are operating in an energy of worry and fear. And some of you are just not able to hold back your frustrations either. Some of you could very well be voicing your frustrations and not able to really hold back what you're really feeling or what you're experiencing, or the fact that you are suffering or taking any losses or anything right now. Like I said, others of you, it could be just literally being afraid or in fear or whatever. Some of you could be losing a sense of, some of you could just be feeling out of control or feeling like things are out of control. Others, it could be just not feeling like you quite have the discipline that you need right now. Some of you could be feeling like, you know, who's taking care after me, or who's going to take care after me. You know, when things, you know, when your health is not well, and you could already be feeling like the pressure, like your health is not well. That's for somebody, not necessarily everybody. Take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it where it's at. Okay, so this is what fell on the floor for you guys. This is telling you to ask your angels to pray and meditate. This one does not want to go back in the deck, so this must be for you guys, okay? This is the balance card here. This is the balance card. So it's pointing out that there is a need for balance and moderation. There is a need for cooperation and compromise, and there is a need to be patient and, you know, wait this out for the perfect timing. If there is something that needs to be done, or if you're hoping that something will be done, or if you're hoping things will balance itself out. Okay, so it's going to require some patience and, like I said, compromise, cooperation, and a need for balance and moderation. You know, for those of you who are caring for others, you have to try to do what you can, but you cannot overwhelm yourselves, because if you're not well or you're wearing yourselves down, then you're not going to be able to help anybody at all, period, you know. And if you're concerned that you don't have anybody to look out for you, then once again, that's another reason why you're going to need to maybe pull back, you know. And I feel like you guys are giving your all, or at least you're trying to. You're not able to do that as well as you need to, because, you know, you're overwhelmed. Okay. And you guys, if this doesn't resonate, check your other signs, such as, you know, your moon, your rising. And if you have Venus and Mars with the same sign, like I have Virgo Venus and Virgo Mars. So I can definitely check on the Virgo readings. But I also have it in my moon sign as well. So, you know, Aquarius rising, you know, Scorpio sun. So check your other signs. That'll help give you more of a wider picture. If you don't know which other signs are, look up your natal chart. Cafe astrology. Okay, these flip themselves upright. They're supposed to pop, but cycles and rhythms. Okay, honor the cycles of your body and your energy levels, and pay attention to how you feel, your emotions. You know, you got the Independence card here. There's a need for you to build a foundation of independence and for your own strength and success. So there's a need for you to break away from everything and everyone for a moment, so that you can, you know, find your own strength and success. Okay, focus, intention here. Keep, you know, keep your unwavering thoughts and feelings and actions focused on your target. Okay, and you will make your mark. So that was the Taurus reading. I wish you guys much success and luck right now. I am going to move on to the sign of Gemini. Gemini. You guys look for the timestamps. If they're not there right away, as soon as the reading pop up, then give me like 30 minutes to get the timestamps up, or an hour or whatever. Okie dokie. So Gemini. What's going on for the Gemini folks? Gemini during the stay-at-home quarantine. Gemini. Here we go. That's two. Only wanted one, but let's see what you guys got. You got the Hermit card, so you guys are definitely getting your rest. You're just relaxing, taking some time here to just, you know, go within and just be at peace to yourself. You got the Eight of Rods though on the sideways, so that's kind of you guys wanting to get away, or you actually feeling like you're getting away, or you know, I feel like you guys want to take a trip or a vacation somewhere. Even though this is the quarantine time, I feel like you guys are feeling restless, like you really want to get away and do some kind of trip or some sort of vacation, but you're not really sure if you should or not. Okay. You feel like you may want to travel, but, you know, during this time, nonetheless, you're still, you know, taking some time to be to yourselves and taking some time to get some rest and whatnot. You guys really could be wanting to just take off, though. You know, you guys could really be wanting to take off. You could be also wanting to, wondering if you should communicate with people or not. because you've been in this hermit mode of kind of like being to yourself and not really dealing with others and whatnot during this time, you kind of wondering if you should just open up and communicate some more, or if you should go travel and, you know, or not, even if it, whether it's to go see others or if it's to just go on a trip just for your own sake, like for a vacation, for more rest and relaxation. Okay. Not bad energy to have during this time. Oh, way too many cards. I don't need that many popping out. Like, it was like a bunch of cards that popped out. I can't do nothing with that many cards. I mean, I could, but that would just extend this whole reading. And I don't want to do that because I have to get to the other zodiac signs. So I just want one card for the Geminis from my side deck here. Come on, where's one? Just one for you guys, Gemini. Otherwise, I'm just going to pull one. I'll just pull one if it doesn't pop. I prefer them to pop. And if it doesn't pop, then I'm just going to... There it is. There it is. Okay. Moon card in reverse. You guys, you're pretty clear on how you feel about everything right now. I don't feel like you guys are, you know, feeling left out in the dark or feeling like you don't know what's going on. You're pretty aware. And you're pretty in tune and very discerning with everything, and you know, but I feel like you guys are super in tune right now, and it's, you know, especially since the full moon happened like the other day, and we're going into the waning moon now, but we were just in the full moon, and I feel like you guys, that kind of helped illuminate you to be more discerning and just put you more in touch with being aware of your environment and people and feelings and what's going on. Okay, so though you guys been hiding out, you're still aware. You know, you're still in tune with everything and everyone, even if nobody's been seeing you, or you ain't been seeing anybody, or if you haven't been communicating as much, or others haven't been communicating as much. You guys also could be feeling like maybe this is causing you this whole time to just be able to stay at home, rest, relax over. It could be causing you guys to just kind of like just, you know, be more in tune and more discerning, and, you know, more of, you know, being aware of what's going on. But you guys are definitely shrouded in mystery. You're literally just trying to keep your business to yourself. You try to keep to yourself. You could be trying to keep others out of your business, and you could be a mystery to everyone else, because others could be like, what's going on with Gemini? I ain't heard from them in a while. You know, you just prefer to be private right now. You know what I'm saying? And just keeping your business to yourself, and just keep it to yourself or whatever. And like I said, you're not shrouded in confusion. You're very well aware. Even if others are kind of like wondering what you've been up to, you're definitely not feeling confused about anything or anyone. And I feel like maybe others aren't confused either about what you've been up to, because I feel like others know this is just who you are or how you are, right, you know, in this moment and at times. And the people probably know you've been waiting on this for a long time, just the opportunity to just chill mode, not be bothered with a lot of things or a lot of people. Or this could be what you want, you know, right now. So either this is what you want, you guys, or this is your actual scenario. Take what resonates. What doesn't, leave it where it's at, and go check out your other signs, your moon, rising, or Venus and Mars signs. Okay. What else is going on for the Geminis right now? Ooh, there we go. Now, I don't know why this is in reverse, because this is all about being illuminated. You guys might be choosing to kind of like not really want to see what's going on outside in the outside world, or wanting to tune out from others. Okay. It's odd that I have two cards here with clouds. It's like two cards there with the cloudiness and the fogginess. I don't feel like you guys are in the dark at all. Now, if you are, I feel like it's more so on if you should communicate, or if you should stay put, or if you should go and travel, or take that trip or vacation, or like I said, if you should communicate or not. A part of you knows what to do. Another part of you might be just kind of like not really wanting to look into that. Others of you could just be feeling maybe a little confused, like, you know, a little bit of mixed feelings, emotions, but I don't feel like that's for everybody. What's the cards I'm looking for? There's some cards I'm looking for. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, what cards? I feel like some of you are kind of just not sure if you want to come out of your cocoon or not and communicate, or if you want to come out of your world of rest and go somewhere. You know. You don't feel like you necessarily need to, because you're enjoying maintaining, you know, keeping to yourself, staying private and things like that, because it's peaceful. And you kind of feel like you know what's going on, but at the same time, you know, I say you just don't really want to be bothered or have to see what's going on in the outside world or whatever. So you could be choosing to tune out from everything. Yeah. I feel like you guys, it's a choice. You know. You're a little trivial about all this, but not necessarily. Because you know what you feel you really want to do. But you're like, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? You know, should I really just go and take that trip or travel, or should I just communicate or not? So you're really using your intuition right now, your discernment. You're really just kind of tuning into that. Or you know you need to really use your discernment and your intuition to figure out what's going to be worth it. Is it going to be worth your peace of mind and your rest and your relaxation? And you coming out of that cocoon that you're in peacefully. You're not feeling disappointed. You're not feeling cut off from the world. You're not feeling sad. But at the same time, you're not really cutting anybody off. You're not really cutting anybody out. You're just, you know, choosing to just have your peace, I feel like. You know, you're not sad or disappointed. And I don't feel like you want anybody to be disappointed either. Or to feel like you've, you know, cut them out. Whatever this is that you've been wondering, the answer is no. The answer is no. Maybe I'll clarify on it though. Maybe I'll clarify. So I'm going to clarify on that no. But if you have a question you've been pondering, and maybe it's been the question of, do you need to come out of your world, your shell? Do you need to come out of your comfort of your home or your privacy? Do you need to communicate with others or not? Well, the answer is no. You know, but you take what resonates for you. You take this based off of your discernment. You know, this reading's for entertainment. So here's the thing. You know, I understand for some people it could be feeling like the world is on fire outside of their home. You know what I'm saying? With everything that's going on. And, you know, you could be just feeling like you're just choosing to not want to really deal with any of that because you're comfortable wherever you're at. You're not, you know everybody's fine. So you kind of know you don't need to really deal with anybody right now or communicate or whatever. And, you know people are wondering what's going on with you, but, you know, trust your intuition, trust your heart, follow your intuition, follow your heart. you know, follow your discernment, you know. You could be wondering if you need to go anywhere, you know, if you need to travel anywhere or not. But I feel like the answer is no. Okay. So this is regarding, you have a couple options. You could choose to do this or not. You could choose to go one direction or not. You could choose one option or not. You could choose one choice or not, one path or not, one direction or not. Or if you decide to do something or not. You know, I feel like you're looking, you know, you're looking like, man, does it hold any really value to you is what you're wondering. Does it make sense, you know, is it really worth it, right? Empress here, you know, and that's merely just kind of like, the Empress is usually typically a mother figure. Okay, that's a mother figure. She could be someone's mother or your mother or just a mother figure, period, meaning she has children or something like that. You know, she has offspring, either way it go. She's also fertile. She could be pregnant, you know. She could be ready to give birth. She could be just ready to, she could be having, she could be ready to like, what's the best word? She could be ready to just like reap what she sowed. You know what I'm saying? So she could be having a lot of crops. She's ready to just like harvest and whatnot and have something to give or appear to have something to give. Okay. But so either this is somebody that you're wondering if you need to deal with them or not, or you're wondering if you will yield any results from either choice. Or you're looking at what you will reap from either choice, what the benefits will be, weighing the pros and cons kind of thing is what I'm getting. You know, if you know, so that's what's relating to this no. Okay, you guys will know how that resonates for you, but it's a no. Okay, it's a no. You guys take that how it may resonate for you. Whatever choices you decide to make, that's completely up to you guys, and that's on you guys. Okay. So we're doing advice. Ace of Earth. This is like a new opportunity here. And this is Page of Water in the reverse. Okay, so, but I always read the advice in the upright. So the Page of Water in reverse is like you could be thinking you're not going to gain any or receive any thing of any real value here that will affect the way you feel. However, that could be necessarily not true. So it's pointing out, by the way, the Page of Water is an intuitive type of card. So once again, it's pointing you that you need to just pay attention to your intuition. It's a card of sensitivity and it's sense of energy. It's friendly energy and it's also creative artistic energy. Okay. So in the gist of things here, okay, yeah. The advice of this card is generally that independent with your situation is a new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase, possibly for some of you. Heightened psychic abilities. So you guys are going to strengthen your intuition, or it's pointing out there's a need for you to strengthen your discernment and your intuition, for you to really be able to feel out the waters of what do you need to really do. Okay, with that Ace of Earth, it's pointing out an inflow of abundance, okay, and prosperity, a promising business venture, a promising opportunity. Important documents or contracts may even be presented. Okay. You're not able to turn on the light, but you're being advised to turn on the light. Be able to see things from a far-sighted view, from a wider view. Really be able to look at things from a wider view and a wider perspective, okay? Turn the light on so that you can really see things clearly, but from a wider perspective and view. That's really what that card is advising. But the only way you're able to do that is to tune into your discernment and your intuition. Okay. Final advice card here for Gemini. Dang, that's a lot of cards. I don't want that many. Gosh. Quiet time, okay? So you're being told, you know, take some quiet time to be alone and rest or whatever. Meditate and contemplate, okay? So it's okay. You're kind of feeling like you want to cave here, but it's telling you to be strong, okay? Be strong. You're stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome, okay? Infinite supply. That means you're not going to run out of whatever it is you need. Your supply for today and all of your tomorrows, okay? And you could be feeling like I said, you just can't hold out, but it's telling you to be bold, okay? Unleash your adventurous side. Take risk and be daring. There you go. You guys take what resonates for you and leave the rest where it's at. That was the Gemini reading. So now I'm going to hurry up and jump over to the Cancer reading. I'm going to jump over to Cancer. Okay. All right. So, yikes, that would fall over there like that. Cancer. Cancer reading during the quarantine / stay-at-home time. What's going on with you guys right now in your energy or whatever, your situation. Ooh. Five of Pentacles. You guys could be feeling down and out, or feeling down and out on your luck, or you like literally down on your luck. Either because your health is poor right now, or you're struggling with your health, or literally you could be struggling financially. And keep in mind, you guys, with the Five of Pentacles, it may not all necessarily be actually true. A lot of times the Five of Pentacles, it describes more the way you feel. Now, this literally could be what's going on, you know, but this is also feeling left out in the cold. So either you feel isolated, abandoned, or feel like, you know, nobody cares right now about you, or nobody cares. Or you could be struggling with your health, having health issues, or you could literally just be down and out, maybe depressed. Others of you could literally be struggling financially, okay? But the thing about, like I said, Five of Pentacles is, it's more of sometimes a feeling than it is an actual reality, but not always. But the one thing that I always like to point out is these two people, though they seem down and out, struggling or whatever this is, you know, struggling with poverty or bad health, they're standing they're standing and sitting right in front of a church, which holds some sort of something of value to them, meaning they could be offered help here. Okay, if they go inside this church and seek refuge, then they could get out of the cold, get out of feeling isolated or alone. They can get out of feeling like they've got to do it all by themselves. They can receive some help or assistance. And don't say to me, you guys, ain't no church willing to help you. If there's a church that's not willing to help you, then that's not a good church. Go seek another one. There are churches out there that are willing to help people. Okay, there are nonprofits out there willing to help people. So that's also something to keep in mind. There are programs out there helping people. If one group turns you down, or one church turns you down, or one business or somebody turns, there's other places you can look. But having a pity party is not going to help. You know what I'm saying? And that's not being insensitive. That's just saying, I know there's always help available. There's always. But, you know, they literally could go inside of this church or this place and receive help. So if you're struggling with your health, that's the same thing. Don't just sit out there struggling. You know what I'm saying? Get somewhere where you can get some help, whether it's medical help or, you know, maybe somebody that can pray for you or somebody can offer you something or help you out. You know what I'm saying? But keep in mind, maybe, you know, that it's a pesky situation. You know, it's a pesky situation. And part of it could be more in your feelings, your thoughts, and your emotions than it could be in actual reality, though. And I only say that because there is always help available. So you may be feeling this way, or a situation may appear this way, but there's always help available. But if you feel like this is an actual reality for you, if this is an actual reality for you, please get out there and seek help. It is available. Never sit there and just, you know, suffer in silence. Okay. But now let's pull other cards on your situation right now during the quarantine stay at home. You're feeling a lack of guidance. Some of you could not be seeing where it is you need to go or what it is you need to do. For others of you, it really literally is feeling like you don't have any skills to do anything else. Some of you could be feeling like you don't have a family member around that could be helpful to you or something. Perfection card in reverse. So some of you could be feeling like somehow you're not able. Some of you could be feeling like you don't know how to give. And when I say you don't know how to give, maybe you could be down and out because maybe you want to help, but you don't know how you can right now. For others of you, it could literally be, like I said, you're down and out needing help, but you don't know where to seek it. And you could be feeling like there's no one willing to give or willing to help. Okay? Some of you could be feeling like you made some mistakes or some errors or something that could be costing you a loss financially, okay, and not really knowing what to do about it. So that's the other situation, feeling like you made some mistakes or some errors and not knowing what to do about it, and it's got you in a bad position, feeling like you're taking a real serious loss and struggling, to deal with that loss, or just struggling, period. I don't know why I feel like I want to pull another one, and maybe I don't need to. Oh, that's way too many. Way too many. That's way too many. I just wanted one other. Okay, y'all just keep getting a lot of cards. So, grief. You guys are really feeling like you took a loss here. Instinct sideways. You're really not knowing. So it's confirming much of what I saw before. You're not really knowing what to do, where to go, how to handle this. Okay? And that's a lot of people right now. That is going through the same similar situation. So knowing that you're not actually alone during this time with this, that's, something you guys need to be aware of. And I do have empathy for you guys and anybody right now that feel like you are grieving a loss of any kind and feeling confused and not knowing where to go for help or not knowing what to do. You could be struggling with trying to maintain your grace, but feeling like you're just like ready to just, just flip out, or you're just like losing your composure, but you're trying to maintain your composure and grace, This came out here. Some of you could be feeling really passionate right now, really passionate. Okay, so what else is going on for the Cancers right now during the stay-at-home quarantine coronavirus? And yes, I called it Rona. I just call it the Rona. I don't always call it Corona. Sometimes I call it the Rona. The Cancer group. you're not feeling like up to the challenge of standing up for yourself. You're not feeling up to the challenge of fighting for yourself or fighting for your rights. You could literally be feeling like a victim right now and feeling helpless and like you're not able to stand up for yourself or fight for yourself right now. Some of you could just literally be feeling like, you know, it's, like you just don't have it in you, or you just can't do it, or you don't know how to. So some of you don't know how to fight for yourself or stand up for yourself. Others of you, that you just feel like you can't, you're not up to the challenge, either because you don't know how to, or you just feel like you don't have the energy or the courage or the bravery to do so. Don't worry, I do not have the Rona. It's also allergy season, especially down here in the South where we have a lot of pollen, okay? And I'm doing well. I'm taking health supplements and things and trying to avoid taking allergy medicine because it makes me super drowsy, But I hope you all are doing fine and hanging in there best you can. Cancer group. What else is going on for the Cancer group? Okay. What cards want to come out? So, wow, yeah. You guys are just kind of like, you don't want to fight, you don't want to battle, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you kind of feel like you have to or you need to. Or you just kind of feel like I said, like a victim here in the situation. It's a no-win situation is what I'm really hearing. A no-win situation. Take what resonates, what doesn't, leave it. You're not feeling very stable or secure, okay? And you could be feeling like you're looking back on where maybe you once were, or maybe, but now you're not feeling this kind of sense of stability and security right now. You're trying to stay on top of things, but you're just really kind of feeling like you're not able to really necessarily stay on top of things. But the battle is not lost yet, okay, here in this situation. Even through the darkest hour, you're still trying to manage to take on things and to stay on top of things. Even if you think you can't, I feel like you may be trying. Or at least you want to. Other cards that I want to pull for you guys. So now I'm just going to do advice for you guys. Advice for the Cancer sign, Cancer Zodiac during this time. Here we go. Okay, the situation will improve, you guys. The situation will improve. That's good news. Situation will improve. Okay, so that's 3 of water. Okay, so you will hear some good news. You will have something to be happy about. It's pointing out there's a celebration, news of maybe a wedding, a graduation, a birth announcement is also possible for some of you guys. There's a need also for you guys to have more fun is what that card is pointing out, so that you're not dwelling on the things that may not be going the way you would like it to, okay? But that's usually also a card of good news. So you guys can either take it as it's a card of good news, or it is a card of Just point out that you guys need to just try to enjoy life a little more, have a little bit more fun as much as possible during the quarantine time. Meaning, while you're at home, find something you can do that will bring you some enjoyment or be a little fun to do, you know. I get in the kitchen with my munchkin and we bake cakes and things like that. I think I'm going to have him do a project of baking cookies with me or something. We've been gardening in the yard, planting seeds and growing stuff. And we did a little puppet show at the house and stuff, You got to find things to do, you guys. You got to find things to do so that you're not focused on everything that may or may not be going well. For some of you, this whole quarantine thing is just not going the way you would like it to. Whereas others of you are hanging in there and you're doing okay, But, and I'm just saying overall for everybody, not just the Cancers, it's just overall. But you guys have bodies of water, so it's telling you to spend time around bodies of water, such as a lake, a river, the ocean, or whatever, to help you recharge your batteries or whatever. Being around water is very healing. So let's say you can't necessarily go to the park or whatever. Not that, look, right now, we don't have the U.S. military out there literally telling everybody they can't go anywhere. We're being encouraged to stay home unless you need to go buy groceries or health things or get food or whatever. So on the way to go and pick up some groceries or food, stop by a lake in the park or somewhere and just sit there, even if you just sit in your car and look at the water. If you can't get anywhere at all because you're not well, or you just can't go anywhere because you don't have a car or whatever your situation may be, YouTube is awesome. You're looking at YouTube right now. Pull up videos of oceans, beaches, lakes, rivers. They're on there. And there's hours and hours of those videos nonstop where you can look at that stuff. And it's peaceful. And it looks so real if you put it on a high DPI quality or whatever. Sometimes I look at that stuff because I want to get to a beach somewhere in the Bahamas or the Caribbean, or whatever how you pronounce it, and I can't get there, especially during this time, but it helps. Anyway, it says be honest with yourself, okay? What is your true heart's desire? Okay? And that was your final advice cards. No, it wasn't. You got one more. So let's see what your final advice cards are. Final advice card for Cancer. This is telling you to stop. It's telling you to stop. Because you may be in danger, possibly, or you may be in a potentially risky situation. And I don't know what it is that you guys are looking at or plan on doing, but whatever it is, if it's a shark in the water here. These penguins are standing here looking, and it's a shark in the water. So they're aware they don't need to jump in that water, okay? Because it's dangerous. They could get eaten up by that shark. But whatever it is that you're doing, you need to stop it, okay? So if you're dwelling, if you're thinking fearfully and thinking doom, you need to stop it. Because you're going to literally just attract that bad, all that negative energy to you even more and just make things worse or whatever. So if you guys are in your head, please get out of it. If you guys are worrying too much, stop it. You know what I'm saying? Just stop. This is saying clean up your mess. Clean up your mess. Okay? So if you made any mistakes or errors or whatever, you can recover, but it's telling you to clean up your mess. And it's also telling you to invest in your spirit. But you got to plant that seed and then watch it grow into a strong, healthy seed. So it's telling you to invest in your spirit. Now, whether it's telling you to invest in other ways, that's completely up to you guys, okay, as to how you interpret that particular card and that particular message. So that is the Cancer reading. And now I want to hurry up and move into the Leo reading. So as I'm putting these cards up, Leo is next, who I'm going to be shuffling these cards for. No, I do not have the Rona. For those of you who are just tuning in for the Leo reading, so if you see me cough, do not fret none. I am perfectly fine and healthy, okay? I'm just choosing to do this reading because it's interesting. It just kind of came to my head that I should do one of these kind of readings right now. Especially since somebody had commented on the coronavirus video that I did, and they were like, it's not enough. I appreciate the video, but it's just not enough. So maybe this can help, okay? This card is the one that fell out for Leos. It's the 9 of Cups in reverse. So you guys are thinking you're not getting your wish, okay? You're thinking something is not going to come to fruition for you guys. On demand, there's something also that you could be thinking that is not going to be on your demand or on your time. I feel like that's going to happen when you want it to. 6 of Pentacles is typically about a card of needing to be shown generosity or to be generous. But in this case, this is all about being able to see your efforts and investments pay off. Okay, so some of you, I think that's what this is related to for you guys, and thinking you're not going to get your wish, or thinking you're not going to see your desires fulfilled, is you're wondering if you're going to receive the help you need, or if you're going to see your time and investment pay off for you the way you really would like it to or need it to. Leo energy. Okay. Leo's energy during this time, during the quarantine, stay-at-home period. The body in reverse. Now that's pointing out that you guys could be having some health issues, or not necessarily in your best health or whatever right now. You could also be having health concerns during this time. And you guys are not too clear what to do, but at the same time, you kind of do know what you could do or where you could go in regards to your situation. Okay. For some of you, physically, you're just not feeling your best self also. Or just feeling like you don't want to really do anything physically, you know. What cards? Other cards I'm going to pull right now. Pull these. Leo energy for us to stay at home quarantine right now. You could be wondering what's in your future, what your future holds, what is your destiny, you know. Yeah, what's in the stars for you, you know. Wondering what your future holds, wondering what your future looks like. You know, I'm just realizing that my bracelets are making a lot of noise. I'm so sorry, you guys. I might take these bad boys off. Let me see if that helps any. Leo energy for this particular time, the stay-at-home quarantine. Okay. You're not necessarily isolated, or you don't want to be isolated. So either you actually are not isolated and you're surrounded by people, or you just concerned about not wanting to be isolated and wanting to be around others. So, you know, not feeling alone. What is the card I'm looking for? Okay, here we go. Sometimes Don't know what cards I want to pull. Actually, I want this deck before that one. Decisions. You got some decisions to make. It looks like you are kind of caught between either one option or another, one person or another, or one path or another. One choice or another. Whatever it is, you have some decisions to make before you can actually move forward, okay, in your situation. You're kind of torn between some things. Or torn between some people. Torn between some options before you can really step forward. Okay, let's see. There we go. All right, so this is literally, yeah. All right, so here's the good news, you guys. No matter what side of this card I'm looking at, because it has two sides, this is definitely for sure, you're not going to die. Okay, this is not going to end, though, whatever this is that you're concerned about, but you're definitely not going to die. But at the same time, depending on what your situation is, there's not much of a transition or a change or transformation. Okay, nothing here is ending. No one is definitely not dying. Okay, so even if your health is not that great, you're not going to die. Okay. Because that card is completely in reverse. And it's on the better side. The more transformative side. It's not going to be much change either, though, I think. So I don't feel like this could get worse. Even if it does, you're not going to die. Keep in mind, though, you guys, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. So do not hinge your life literally on these readings, but you take what resonates. If it happens to resonate, then great. You got the no card. So if you guys had a particular concern or question in mind, then the answer would be no, but I'm going to clarify that card with another deck here. Goodness grief. Okay, here we go. Let me clarify that. Let's clarify that no. Some of you already know what that no is. Oh, gosh, that's way too many cards falling. I mean, it's like a ton of them flipping and a ton of them falling. I can't. What's this? Okay. Alright. I'm gonna try this one more time because I don't need that many cards. That was like literally like 10 cards faced up. Can't do it with 10 cards. I mean, I could, but that would make this reading much longer than I actually want it to be. Not try to do that. Okay. In a minute, I'm just going to pull a card and then just throw it in the air and then let it land in the position it needs to land in. It's unconventional, but it works. Because because these cards are so small, so I can't shuffle them the way I would the other decks. Okay, so that's 2 that fell. I'll take that. I'll take that. So clarifying this no for the Leos during this time of quarantine, stay at home. Okay, you guys have the Hangman. So this is all about hanging in there, trying to make it work. This is all about also being stagnant, waiting for the other shoe to drop, kind of waiting for to hear about something or for something to come through, and just sometimes also being caught up and not really being sure. Okay, but just trying to hang in there, right? And you got the 8 of Pentacles though in the reverse. So 8 of Pentacles in reverse is a lack of stability, a lack of security, a lack of, independence. Okay, so you're not really able to just hang in there, depending on anybody or anyone. That's for some of you. For others of you, this is just like, maybe you could be wondering if you're trying to hang in there, even though you don't feel stable or secure or have all the finances or whatever it is that you need. Okay. So I think you guys are wondering if you can hang in there because you just feel unstable and insecure. Okay. You're in limbo. And you're thinking you're just not going to have the security or whatever. That's what that no is all about. You guys take that how it resonates. Okay. So I'm going to move forward to other advice cards here for you guys. So that's, I need to drink some water. So you guys got the 7 of Fire here. Okay, because I feel like you guys are wondering, you're teetering back and forth on if you can stay on top of things and, be able to make everything work or not. But if you can even compete, if you are in a position of competing in any form. But 7 of Fire to me is all about being able to stay on top of things. You know what I'm saying? Even though everything, it may be a lot of responsibility or a lot of things piling up, but it's pointing out, defend your beliefs and your decisions, stand your ground, and choose your battles wisely, okay, in your situation. So my thing of it is, don't take on more than you can chew in regards to that card. Do not take on more than you can chew. Try to do the best you can. Hang in there, stand your ground, hold your own, but do not bite off more than you can chew, okay? Choose wisely what you take on, all right? So this is telling you to create. So maybe there's a need for you to create opportunities or for you to get creative. Maybe there's other things you can do or try. Final advice cards here for the Leos. Okay. Endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. Okie dokie. So, I kind of feel like I want to pull one more for you guys. Let me see if I can get one more. Fairness. Fairness, okay? The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner, okay? So that kind of goes back to the choose your battles wisely kind of card as well. All right, so that is the Leo reading. And I am going to move forward to the Virgo reading. Okay, so Virgos during the quarantine / stay at home time. What's going on with you guys, your energy? If you hear me cough, I do not have the Rona. This is allergy season with all the pollen and stuff. I got my air filtration system on back there. It helps a bit. I'm trying to avoid taking any kind of allergy medicine because it makes me drowsy. What's going on for Virgos during this time? Whoa. 5 of Cups. You guys are feeling like regrets right now. You guys are really seriously feeling some regrets because I think you guys are looking at either some mistakes you made or you're looking at where some you may have taken some losses here, or feel like feel like you could be crying over spilled milk, literally, you know what I'm saying, and failing to realize you still have some opportunity here with those 2 cups behind you. But it's like there's a sense of regret here for the Virgos. It also could be feeling sorry for oneself and having a pity party, but I feel like it's more about regret and failing to look at the bright side. It's also a card of being pessimistic and looking at the negatives rather than being able to see the positives in a situation, okay? There's a need for you to be able to look at the glass half full rather than half empty, okay? So even if you took some losses, you still have some gains there. It may not be what you had before, but it's still something to work with, okay, Virgo? So let's see what else you guys got going on during this time of stay-at-homes / quarantine. Now, you're kind of focused on right now. You're trying to cultivate right now. You're trying to work right now. Where is the card I'm looking for? Yeah, so you're trying to also feel like for some of you guys trying to really reap some benefits right now, reap some rewards. You're trying to pull in what you can right now. You're trying to make some things work. You're trying to work. Some of you are really focused on the situation at hand right now, okay? Even if you do have any regrets about the past, but there's something you're regretting right now, definitely, for sure, some of you. And maybe it could be, maybe you made a poor choice or something that is affecting you right now, and you're just like trying to deal with that right now, literally, you know, trying to make something work, you know, trying to make something work right now, Virgos. That's what I'm kind of getting for you guys. What else is going on for the Virgos right now during the stay-at-home quarantine? Okay. So you're kind of wondering if you need to anchor yourself where you are right now, or if you should maybe set sail and seek, you know, better shores or somewhere that may be more secure for you. Some of you are wondering how secure you are or not. Some of you are wondering about your security, if how secure or not you are. Whereas others of you are just wondering if you need to stay where you're at or if you need to go elsewhere, you know. Virgo. Virgo, during this time of a stay-at-home / quarantine period. go. Okay, interesting. You don't have any bad energy right now in terms of feeling exhausted, because exhaustion card is in the reverse, so that's a good thing. I feel like you are feeling up to the challenge, or feeling like you have the energy to take on whatever it is that you need to take on right now. Okay, you're not worn down yet. You still feel like you have a lot of use in you. Your health looks good right now, so you're not run down in your health or anything like that. Alright, so what else is going on for Virgos during this time? Wisdom in reverse. So you're not sure if the decisions that you are wanting to make or trying to make is necessarily the best decision or the wisest decisions. You're not, right now you do not trust your decision making skills right now, or your sense of rationale or ability to make a decision right now. So you don't feel like you're quite as wise as you need to be or would like to be. Virgos, during the stay-at-home quarantine time. Okay. So, you got the Tower card here. In this regard here, whatever this is, you kind of expected this to hit you the way it did. Though it may still have been a surprise. It's like you kind of expected something to happen, but you kind of didn't expect this to happen, okay, if that makes any sense. So there were no surprises, but at the same time it may have caught you a little off guard, but I feel like you kind of knew what to expect in this situation. And I kind of feel like in this regard, because you were expecting this to hit, you're expecting this to, you know, get you in some regard, you know how to overcome the challenges here. You know what I'm saying? Or at least you feel like you were able to try to overcome some of the challenges, or you were feeling like you could maybe tackle some of the challenges here. It's also possible that in trying to be prepared for something you were expecting to happen, you still could have crashed a little bit, but you're still fine. Like you didn't crash and then it just like completely took you out or completely just messed you up. You're just, you know, you're sitting still fine where you're at, you know. So like I said, it's nothing completely caught you off guard. You were, you know, prepared for the most part. But it's also possible that there could be some something of a surprise maybe also, and that surprise could have been you lost some money. It could be maybe there's some money that is within reach that you're trying to grasp. You don't know if you can grasp it or not. You don't know if you can get it or not, but you're trying. Okay? So even though financially you may feel like you may have taken a loss, or you may feel like a door of opportunity may have closed on you that was of value to you, you're still reaching for it because you still see it is within grasp, and you still feel like you can have this anyway. And this also could be a financial opportunity that just came out of nowhere that you feel like, I want that opportunity. I'm reaching for it, okay? So it could be some money that you're trying to get your hands on, you know what I'm saying? That could have popped up out of the situation here, that maybe it was an opportunity that, you know, through one loss, there was another gain. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when they say one door closes, another one opens. So even if you maybe took a loss in one area, or something hit you in one area, another opportunity popped up in another area that you didn't see coming, but hey, there it is. You know what I'm saying? You could have even been trying to be prepared, but nothing prepared you for knowing that even though one thing could throw you off, that something else that might be a blessing pops up right behind it to kind of help you catch your balance a bit. Okay? But you're still not sure or clear if you can grasp it or not, but you're going to try. You're trying to reach for it anyway. Okay? What is the other cards that they want to pull? So that's, I'm going to get on to advice now. Going to get on to advice. Advice for the Virgos during the stay-at-home quarantine time. Sorry. Okay, so you're not sure if you need to communicate or not, but you're being told you need to communicate, and you need to communicate clearly. Okay? You need to actually do so. And I'm going to pull some advice cards, some more advice cards here. Actually, I'll get this other deck first. So you have the Dreamer's card. Right now, you're not willing to take any risk or any chances, but you're being told you need to take the risk. You need to take the chances. You need to be willing to step out, okay, on faith. So it's pointing out, take a leap of faith, okay? Follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities are bound to present themselves or on their way. So that's a good card to get. So let's see what other advice you guys are going to get. Advice for the Virgos during this time. I feel like this is the one I want to come out. It says reclaim your art. Also, there may be something that was been sitting up on the shelf collecting dust that you may need to pull out and dust off. And that even could be a skill on your resume or something, or skills that you had. And for some of you, it may literally mean reclaiming your art, like painting, drawing, crafting, cooking, whatever it is that you're good at. But for others of you, it's really going to be meaning you need to do some spring cleaning and go pull out some things that maybe, like I said, you put on a shelf that you thought you were no longer using or no longer was in good use, but it's time to reclaim it now. Bring it back out. You guys don't think you have any messes to clean up, but it's telling you to clean up your mess. So this will be like the second time that I got a message for you guys that you need to clean up. Okay, because it's a broom here, stuff all on the floor. And then this person's got a broom and it's a mess. And this is clearly telling them to clean up. But it's also telling you there's something that you guys need to go clear out and pull out to utilize. Final advice card. But that's generally, though, it's telling you to get productive. There are things you could be doing right now. And this is spring. This is springtime. So get to clean it up, y'all. That can kind of help you take your mind off of things. If you made any errors or mistakes, you know, go and try to correct that the best you can. Bold. So it's telling you to be bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risk and be daring. Okay? Because you guys weren't willing to really do that. And this is telling you blossoming. Blossoming. You are just getting started. Okay. So have patience. Okay. And with yourself in the process, and do not give up. So that is the Virgo reading for this time during the stay-at-home quarantine. Now I'm going to move on to Libra. Libra, I have to remember who was next. After Virgo. That would be the Libra. So let's get to the Libra reading during the stay-at-home quarantine time. hopefully you guys that are looking at the readings back here, you looked at the timestamps to get to this reading, and you didn't just like literally sit through the whole almost 2 hours of this reading to get here. Does it make sense? There's timestamps below in the description section and in the comment section that I will pin up. Okay. But you gotta give me a little time to put it up if it's not already there. Okay. Okay. Libras, during this particular stay-at-home quarantine time, what's going on with you guys? What is your energy looking like? What is your situation looking like? I don't want 50 million cards. Just one. I'll take 2 even, but you know, I hate it when I get too many cards coming out. Okay, so you guys got the King of Cups here. It's sideways. That is a water sign. So right now you guys could be either kind of like, I feel like you guys are battling your feelings and your emotions. Okay. You may be feeling somewhat unsettled in your emotions, unsettled in your feelings or whatever, and trying to like find a balance with that, but it's kind of back and forth, you guys, up and down between your feelings and your emotions. One minute you're feeling feeling like you got your feelings and emotions under control. Next minute you're not feeling like your feelings and emotions under control. You could be feeling like your emotions are out of control and you don't know what to do about it. Also, there could be a water sign influencing your situation. Okay. I just did a sigh release like that, so it definitely could be your feelings and your emotions. Okay. What else is going on for the Libras right now? Pop. Come on, pop. In a minute, I'm going to pull one if it doesn't pop. Libra energy. There we go. All right, another sideways card right now. So right now, you could be trying to really, like I said, reap the benefits here. You could be trying to work right now, but your feelings and your emotions are all over the place and out of balance and out of whack. You know, like I said, one minute you're fine, next minute you're not. You could, like I said, be trying to I feel like you're trying to reap the benefits. You could be trying to work. You could be trying to like harvest whatever you've invested into your feelings and your emotions right now, or whatever has got you in your feelings and emotions, you know. But whatever the case is, this is in the now. Okay, this is in the now, and I feel like right now you are in your feels, or right now you're trying to deal with your feelings and your emotions, or right now you're trying to work or harvest something, but you are emotionally unstable, you know, emotionally all over the place, or emotionally back and forth, or emotionally unsure. You could be feeling emotionally unsure of how you feel about the present time. Okay, so right now in the present time, you could be feeling just very unclear as to how you feel. Okay. Take what resonates, you guys, and what doesn't. Just leave it where it's at. Check your other signs, such as your moon sign, or your rising sign, or if you have a particular sign in both your Venus and your Mars, you can check that as well. If you're not sure, go to Cafe Astrology and get a free birth and natal chart to find out what your other signs in your birth chart or natal chart is, okay? Because sometimes those other signs resonate more than your actual sun sign that most of you are familiar with. But take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it exactly where it is, okay? So, ooh, well, okay, all right. That was quite a few. I'm kind of wondering about this one. Okay. because that one wanted to come out as well. I normally don't want this many, but it's at least 4. What I'm looking at right here is you could be feeling greedy or feeling like it's a situation of greed. You could also be feeling like it's a very annoying situation right now. It could be pestering you, bothering you. It could be feeling really pesky, but this feels like a really annoying situation. It also feels messy to me, okay? You are, I don't know, I feel like you're out of faith or losing faith, or you're losing a sense of values and morals. So maybe either you're questioning your value system, or you are not too clear on what your values are, or you're not feeling in line with your morals and values right now, or you could be losing faith right now, okay? You're definitely thinking a lot. You're sitting and you're thinking a lot and contemplating a lot, okay? And you got the messenger card here, so you could either be expecting to receive some communication or expecting to give some sort of communication. You could be hoping for communication, or you really want to communicate, okay, one way or another, because this is communication. And I feel like this is probably what you're all in your feels about, and the reason why you're just not too clear how you feel right now, okay? And let's see what else is going on here in your situation, Libra, right now. Could this relate to work? Yes, it also could. This can relate to whatever it is that you're really focused on at this particular time during the quarantine, okay? In the stay-at-home time. Okay, what else is going on? Some of you Libras also could be eating a whole lot during this time, you know what I'm saying? And I hear feeling out of shape, you know, but that's some of you, not all of you. What else is going on for Libras right now during the quarantine / stay-at-home time? What else is going on? There we go. So there's 2 cards here. So you're completely out of tune with your intuition, your discernment, and your higher self. You're so not focused. You're not clear at all what you feel in your heart, what you feel in your mind, your soul, your spirit. You just feel so out of tune with yourself on so many levels, okay? You're not, but at the same time, yeah, it's like you are distracted, but you don't want to be. You know, you don't want to be distracted, but you are, and you're out of your elements right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you're so not, you also could be feeling like you're lacking self-control and discipline. You know what I'm saying? So you literally could just be feeling things that you normally wouldn't, doing things you normally wouldn't, and you know, it could be feeling like you really have lost your values, and you just, maybe you're feeling like you're living foul. You know what I'm saying? You know, and like you're just living in a very messy, you know, greedy way or something. You know, take what resonates, okay? But you also have the restriction card as well, okay? Mentally, you're just kind of like very restricted and limited. You feel like you're trapped. You know what I'm saying? In your mind, you just feel trapped. You know what I'm saying? And you're just completely out of touch, I feel like, with who you are, or with what it is you feel you believe, and what it is that you are feeling, period, what it is you want to do in your situation. Okay? really interesting to go through all the zodiac signs and see what's going on with the energy. So I'm almost mostly through a lot of these readings, but this has been really interesting because you all have different energy right now. Actually glad I did this reading though. Libras right now during the quarantine / stay at home. What else is going on for you guys right now? You're definitely going within and like keeping to yourself, being private. You kind of don't want your business out there right now. People could be wondering where you're at, and you're just like, just keeping to yourself and just being quiet and private and just trying to like keep your business out of the streets. You know what I'm saying? But you're feeling kind of like, you're feeling passionate. You could also be just wanting to be there for somebody else and show somebody else some care and concern. You could be wanting to be of service to someone. You could just be wanting to be helpful to someone and just, like I said, be caring and being, you know, really showing that somebody that you care and stuff like that. Okay. So I'm going to pull one more card on you guys' situation, and then I'm going to get to advice after that. Those came out pretty fast. Okay, so, yeah. Okay, so this is like the Five of Swords in reverse. Typically in the upright, it's all about taking advantage of a situation to get what you want without having to fight for it, or just want to get something without having to fight for it. But in the reverse, it's like, you know, whatever this is, you're going to have to put in the effort. You're going to have to fight for it. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get what you want without having to put forth the effort. Okay? However, you have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Though I wonder if it should be in the upright. But this is like not necessarily making any moves. You're not making any sudden moves. You're not making any moves. You're not taking any action right now. You know, you're not taking any action right now. Though you could be feeling passionate about something, but you're just not taking any action. You're not making any moves. You're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything because you know it's going to require actual effort to either get what it is that you want, and it's not going to necessarily come easy. Though it doesn't have to be hard either, but it's like you're going to have to put forth some effort, you know. Whatever this is you want, or whatever this is you're desiring or thinking about, it's not going to just fall in your lap. You're going to have to put forth the effort, okay? But you're not making any moves. You're not, you know. I think you want to. I think you want to make some moves. I think you want to put, you know, take some action. But it seems like you're not necessarily doing so. And I think that's why, you know, it's pointing out your emotions are trivial right now and very back and forth. So, it's time for advice. It's time for advice. Advice for the Libras during the quarantine time. Big happy changes, y'all. That one fell out real fast. Big happy changes. So, that's interesting. something good is going to happen. Something positive is here, apparently. Okay. So, if you guys compromise, you will find balance in the situation, okay? You will find balance in your situation if you learn to compromise. Interesting enough, what always represents the Libras? The scales. These are scales here. This angel is holding scales. You guys should already know that as Libras, when you're not in balance, things don't go the way you want them to, and you're not going to feel right. Your energy ain't going to be good. You're just going to be all out of sorts. And so, in order for you guys to find that balance here for your own energy, your own feelings, your own emotions, and just in your situation, period, there's a need to compromise, okay? Everything just can't go your own way, and I think you guys know that because you know you got to put forth the effort. Though you know you need to make a move or you want to, you're not doing so, you know what I'm saying? And so that's where you guys are hitting that wall there. Not doing something that you know you should do. You know, you got to compromise. There's got to be some give and take here in order to find balance. Okay? And once again, this person is showing kindness. They're showing compassion. They're giving of themselves to this other person and showing them that they care. Okay? This other person here is also a senior person and an elderly person. While this one is, you know, in their more of their youth. But some of you may need to be of service to others, you know, in your community, like senior citizens. But in other cases, you guys, if it's not that, for some of you, you will know what it is you need to do in order to give of yourselves and show that you care, and or whatever it is you're passionate about. This reading can relate to anything: jobs, career, love life, relationships, family situations, overall, whatever your situation is, period. But you guys get big happy changes, okay? But it's going to come from your need to compromise and do something and make an effort. Let me do some other advice cards for you guys. So you got the Chariot. So this is pointing out you will overcome the obstacles and challenges. You will get somewhere here in this situation, okay? It's pointing out an important achievement, having self-discipline and willpower and public recognition. But the Chariot card is usually about overcoming obstacles to get ahead, okay? Taking on challenges to get ahead is what the Chariot is all about. This one fell out already. So this is telling you to call your spirit home. So there's a need for you to, while you are taking time to be private, while you're taking time during this period, there's a need for you to work on your spirit, ground your spirit. That may help you ground your feelings and emotions, but there's a need for you to, you know, maybe pray or meditate and get your spirit in order, get your energy, your spiritual energy in order. You know, people take their spiritual energy for granted, but sometimes it's necessary to have that. So this is telling you to reclaim your art. There's something you need to reclaim right now, okay? But also there is a mess here that she has down here while she's trying to reclaim whatever this is. There's a mess around her, and there's a room for her to be able to clear all this up, because while she's trying to reclaim this, she's making a mess. Okay, so I feel like whatever this is you want to reclaim, whether it be art or it be an old talent or skill, or it be something or someone or whatever it is, you know, you're going to need to clean up your mess or whatever as well. And as you're, because let's say if you're taking something old off the shelf, you know, you got to dust it off or whatever, right? Let me give you guys some more advice cards here. So one more from this deck and then another from another. Be courageous. Have courage. Have courage. So you got to face the issues head on. Okay? Don't run. Don't hide. Just face the issues head on. Final advice cards here. The Libras. Let's see. All right. So, interesting. This is interesting. I think there was another sign that got this, and I don't know, I can't remember who it was, but I didn't do it that long ago, so either it was Virgo or it was Leo. I don't remember which one it was, but, and maybe you guys have Leo somewhere in your chart, like your, your moon, your rising, Venus, your Mars, or maybe, you guys have Virgo somewhere in your chart. I don't know, but this is the endings and beginnings card, pointing out that the old must be released so that the new can enter. So that could be old energy, hang-ups. It could be maybe something from the past, maybe past experiences. It could be maybe something or someone from the past. Who knows? You guys, that's up to you. Figure it out if it's energy or whatever it is, okay? Or if it's hang-ups, ideals, belief systems, that no longer suit you. You may need to release those things, but it's pointing out divine passion here. So it's telling you to be honest with yourself. There's a need for you to be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? What do you really want? What do you really want? What do you really want? Who do you really want? There's a need for you guys to figure that out. So that is yeah, that is your reading, Libras. Though I don't know why I want to pull one more for you guys. Let's see if I get one more. There you go. You got the ego card. This is pointing out that you need to pay attention to your ego because it may be getting in the way. So it's also pointing out a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, and negative or fear-based thoughts can be also getting the best of you. So you guys, you need to work on not operating from your ego, because your ego is going to go with everything that will keep you in a place of fear. The ego is very shallow, materialistic, superficial, artificial. The ego is always like me, or the ego could be like, you need to apologize, but you don't want to do it because your ego could be, having you hang on to false sense of pride. You know what I'm saying? Like the ego is really, I don't want to say the ego is evil, but when it comes to your spirit versus the ego, you always want to go with your spirit. You want to go with your spirit because your spirit is going to operate from a place of positive energy, and your spirit connects you with God. Okay? So you're going to operate from a higher place of energy, and that's going to put you in more positive situations and things like that. Whereas if you're operating from your ego is always going to be from a place of selfishness, a place of shallowness, a place of self-importance and not really caring about anything or anyone else. And that energy is like negative energy. You don't ever really want to operate from the ego. It destroys things. It destroys situations. It destroys people. It destroys relationships. It destroys it can destroy your confidence. You know what I'm saying? It can destroy a lot of things. So when faced with an issue of being caught up in your ego, dump the ego, go with your spirit. Your spirit is connected with God. You know what I'm saying? You want to be aligned with God, not with the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like your ego is like the devil sitting on your shoulder. Your spirit is like an angel sitting there telling you, do the right thing, you know, or telling you things can work out. Whereas your ego's going to be sitting there saying, no, it ain't going to work out. Or no, you need to, you know, forget them, think about you. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of thing. So, moving on from the Libra reading to the Scorpios. Okay, so this is going to be the Scorpio reading here for the stay at home slash quarantine situation. This has been a very interesting read. All the energy here has been different for each zodiac sign. This has been very long and extensive too, so I'm probably not going to do this again for a long time. But I hope you guys waited for timestamps or decided to do the timestamps. Hold on here. Sorry, you guys. Oops. Sorry, y'all. All right. Actually, hang in there for a second, y'all. All right. Back to the Scorpio read here. I'll timestamp that for where it's at. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna see me do this again for a long time because the amount of time it takes for me to actually do all 12 zodiac signs for this reading is extensive. So just think about this. This is what tarot readers put in with their time when they do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you guys appreciate it. It's been fun doing it, but I'm ready to eat. And soon I'll go to bed after this too. Scorpio energy during the quarantine stay-at-home time. You guys got the 5 of rods sideways. So I feel like you guys have internal conflict. You don't know if something is worth fighting for or not. You don't know if you should be, you know, getting caught up in anything with anybody right now. And you could be trying to avoid conflict, but still somehow finding yourself in conflict. You know what I'm saying? Whether you can't decide what to do or not, or just find like you're fighting with different things or fighting with different people. Take what resonates. But some of you could even be wondering if what you are even upset with or even feeling conflict with is even real. You know what I'm saying? You're wondering if the conflict is even real. You're wondering if there's anything to even really be upset over or anything to really feel, you know, defensive over. You know what I'm saying? Wondering if you need to be defensive or not. Wondering if you need to be Some of you could be trying to figure out if you need to fight for this or not. Some of you could be trying to figure out if there's a need to compete or not, or, you know, if you should let this go or really fight for it, whatever it is. But some of you is internal conflict, okay? Interesting enough. Some of you could just be a lot of back and forth energy where, you know, maybe something could be feeling like it's going well, but then something goes wrong. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what else is up here for you guys in your energy. Some of you could really be trying to fight for what it is that you really want or believe in, you know. It's a Five of Rods is a competitive energy, but it also can be an energy of conflict, you know. These two just, well, it's three of these. Okay, so three of these just fell right out of the thing, and right now, this is involving a relationship or a companionship or a union of some sort and a friendship, maybe even socializing, okay? And you're not really confused about these aspects here, you know. I feel like you guys know what it is you want in a relationship. I feel like you guys know what it is you want in a companionship or partnership. I feel like you guys know what it is that you want socially and in your friendships. And, you know, it could be that you guys, you know, you want someone that could be not only your lover but your best friend. For others of you, you could be, you know, battling with if you should be hanging out with friends more versus your, you know, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your spouse, whoever, you know, the person you're with. Some of you could be looking at if this can be more than friendship. Others of you are, you know, maybe getting consoled by friends over a partnership or a relationship of some sort or a marriage. Others of you, it's about wanting to be around other people and wanting to be social, you know. This is not going to resonate the same for everybody. You guys just take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it exactly where it is, okay? But I feel like for some of you, you know what it is that you want in these different areas of your life, socially and in your romantic areas of your life. And in some regard here, you know how you feel about certain people and you're not confused about that. But you're wondering if it's worth fighting over or fighting for anymore. Because you know how you feel about the people that you're around. You know how you feel about your friends. You know how you feel about your partner or your relationship or whatever. And you're just like, I don't know if it's worth, you know, going through these changes over anymore, or if I should even feel any kind of sense of conflict. But there's a part of you that, even though you're not, and this is for others, if you're not, even though you're not confused about how you feel about your social life and your love life, you know, somehow you're still internally conflicted about where it's going, okay, or what to do about it. That's kind of what I'm getting here. But whatever the case is, you're wondering if something's worth fighting over, or you're wondering if, you know, you could be feeling, you know, like I said, internal conflict, and it could be relating to a partnership and friendship or your social circle, but you're not confused, though. That's because you got the puzzle card reversed, so that means you're definitely not confused about what's going on. This is the most this is the most contradicting energy I've seen. You're not confused about these aspects of your life or these areas of your life or these people in your life, yet somehow you're in conflict, but then you're not in conflict, and you're just wondering is this all in your head or real, or if it's worth fighting over or fighting for. Why the Scorpios got to complicate things? You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody else's readings were very clear here, but you guys, is your reading here is very it's heavy already. It's complicated already, or complex. It's one or the other. Complex or complicated. In my mind, I'm hearing it's complicated. You know. Okay, that's not for everybody though, but. So you don't feel, I feel like you, I don't know why my nose itch. My nose never itches, but this reading, since I started the Scorpio reading, my nose has been itching. I don't know what that means. I really don't. I hear a lot of readers be like, oh, my nose is itching, as if it means something. I don't know. But I feel like you kind of know you lack discipline here, and that you lack either stability and security here, and maybe even lack some sort of wisdom. Okay? So let's see what else is going on. Maybe you could be worried that you're socializing too much, you know? Yeah. I said, take what resonates and what doesn't. Leave exactly where it is. Everything's not going to resonate for everybody. Too many of you out there. So, Scorpio. What else is going on for your energy right now during the stay-at-home / quarantine? You're on a journey. You're on a journey. You're on a journey. This could be spiritually, emotionally. I don't know if this means also physically for some of you, but you're on a quest of some form, on some journey of some form. And you could be questioning what's really worth fighting for when it comes to, I guess, these areas of your life, your friendships, your social life, your relationships, partnerships, or whatever. And maybe any other area of your life. Oh, okay, cards I'm seeing. This is the Lost card. It came out in reverse. And I feel like, I'm not sure if that card really needs to be there, but the Lost card in reverse is you don't really feel like you're losing anything, you're missing anything, or like you took a loss. Okay? I put it back in, and I'm just going to see if it comes back out or not, or if something else comes out. But you don't feel like you've lost anything. You don't feel like you're missing anything. You don't feel like you're losing out on anything with that Lost card in reverse. But let's see what else comes out here. Okay. Priorities. So I kind of had a feeling there was something relating to focus here in your reading based off of seeing the discipline card in reverse and the wisdom and security card in reverse. So there probably is a need for you to have better focus here. Okay. And maybe you could be wondering, it could be you know exactly how you feel about your love life and your social life and things like that. But somehow there's still a lack of discipline, a lack of security or stability somehow here. And you're just wondering what's worth fighting for. And you're just on this journey. So this feels very personal for you guys. in what it is that you are concerned about here. It feels like you guys are going deep right now in terms of what it is that you are really focused on. Like it's almost like you're wondering if you need to purge some things and what it is that you need to purge. Because it also appears that, you know, because with the puzzle card in reverse here, you know, this is a chess game here too as well. It's like you guys know, you know, you need to play your cards right, or you need to play this game of life right, you know. And you're just kind of looking at what are your real priorities here now. You could even be taking time to readjust your priorities to figure out what's worth it anymore for you right now. You know, when it comes to these areas of your life with your partnerships and your social life or friendships or whatever. It can relate to work as well for those of you who this relates to your work or whatever. Can it relate to family? Yes, it can relate to whatever is significant for you right now. But you know there's a need for you to be focused here, prioritize correctly, and stay on your path so that you're not running away from any responsibilities. Like, you don't want to run away from any responsibilities either. That's for some of you. So there's an offer here that you guys may receive or that you may give, one that is emotional, okay? And it's interesting, you know, like, I feel like you want to take this offer, or you want to give it, you know? It could even be a proposal, is what I'm hearing, okay? Okay, so now we're going to move forward to advice. Okay, advice. So, you're being told to wait. There is something that you need to wait for. So timing is crucial here. Okay, timing is crucial. There's something you need to wait or be patient about. You got the Magician card here. And Magician card is pointing out that, you know, you're ready, you have the resources or the ability to manifest those resources. Life can be magical. It's also pointing out that you have the ability to empower yourself and use whatever elements and things that you have at your disposal to manifest and make something happen. Okay. Let's see if I can get one more from here. Scorpios during the quarantine, stay-at-home time. Scorpios. Okay. So 3 of Fire in reverse, that's pointing out you guys don't think something is going to come through for you guys. You think you're not going to see your ships come in, but the advice cards are always read in the upright. This is just pointing out to me what you're thinking or worried, but in the upright, the advice is pointing out that you will see your ships come in. You will see what it is that you've been waiting on to come through, and it's pointing out abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans, okay? So let's pull some more advice cards here. And so this is telling you to stick with it. Stick with it, whatever it is. Just keep climbing and stick with it, no matter how steep that may seem. What is this? You guys don't think you can do much to change your environment or your situation, but you can. It's pointing out, change the scenery. Okay, so you might redecorate or maybe consider some other things that can help you kind of change up the situation or the mood. Undying love. Wow, you guys really are focused on your love. So it says the love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. Okay? You guys really are focused on something going on with something that's going on. I do not have the Rona, okay? I know everybody's paranoid when you see somebody coughing. No, I'm good. It's called allergies, y'all. This is spring. There's pollen out. I got my air purifier on back there. Okay? And I keep rubbing my nose, so don't worry about me. I'm good. Okay? Yay. All right. Mother Earth, you are called upon to help with environmentalism, okay? And you have go outside, okay? You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air, okay? So that has been the Scorpio reading. We're going to move forward with the Sagittarius reading. And some of you Scorpios, if you're anything like me, you've been outside enough, whether it was in your backyard or going for a walk in the park or something, because, you know, I don't feel like we're the kind of people that just like completely just, we're not shut-ins, you know what I'm saying? We're not shut-ins. So, but for any of you out there that are acting like shut-ins, you need to get outside, get some fresh air, man, okay? So, I'll move on to the Sagittarius reading. I'm almost at that finish line. It's going to be a long time before I do something like this again, because this was just like, wow. I didn't know this was going to take this long for me to do this. I thought at the most 2 hours, but I'm well over 2 hours. Hopefully y'all went for the timestamps rather than sit here through the whole thing. Okay. But it is the stay-at-home quarantine period, so what else you got to do? Okay, so Sagittarius during the quarantine stay-at-home period. What is going on for you guys? That came out before I could finish shuffling. The Emperor in reverse. You guys got the Emperor in reverse. So that's feeling like you are not able to make the tough calls and tough decisions that you may really need to make. It's kind of almost feeling a little bit unempowered as well. And it's also kind of like choosing to not seek out wise counsel and advice from somebody that you can trust when you struggle with making that tough call or tough decision. You know? Hopefully you guys are not struggling with your health or anything, but you guys feel unempowered for some reason, or like you are just not able to make some tough call or decision. But let's see. And it's relating to something from your past, okay? I feel like you guys are feeling nostalgic, and maybe you could be thinking about the way things used to be before this quarantine period, or you could just literally be thinking about the past, someone from your past, a past situation, a past person, a past relationship, or the way things used to be before all this quarantine period, okay? Maybe even be thinking back to easier times when you were in high school or when you were a kid or in college or whatever, you know? Feeling, you know, thinking about those fond memories and maybe even wishing you can go back to that, but knowing that you can't right now, you know? Knowing that things can't go back the way they used to be, or knowing that, you know, you can't get somebody back from the past or get somebody back, whatever it is, you know, you can't go and change time. You know, you can't change the past. That could also be it as well. take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it where it is. Okay, my Saggies. So let's see what else is going to be that during this quarantine stay-at-home time. Yeah, so either you guys want to build, you want to build something, or you just want to achieve something in some form. Wow. There's something here that feels really high in terms of goals. I don't know why I feel like you guys could be seeking a higher source. Some of you guys could be having really high goals in mind, like really high goals and dreams. Some of you could really be wanting to reach the mountaintops and really wanting to achieve, really wanting to build, really wanting to do well. I'm also hearing some of you really want to grow. You want to expand things. Some of you could be feeling like that mountain's too high to climb, or feeling like you can't get past this mountain or get over this mountain. Some of you could be feeling like you can't quite reach the top of, you know, this tower or whatever or something. I'm also hearing uninspired. Some of you could be feeling uninspired. Okay, so I didn't want to think that somebody wasn't in their best health, but when I saw the Emperor in reverse, it didn't appear that they were in their best health or whatever. Now, I feel like this is more of a mental, emotional, psychological kind of health issue that you guys could be feeling defeated in that way, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, you know, not necessarily physically, though. There could be somebody out there struggling physically as well with their health, but I feel like this is more about you feeling like you cannot recover or struggling to recover in some form from maybe something that happened in the past that has you feeling unempowered at this point. You know, maybe you're wishing that you had made different decisions and choices in the past. But this is balance. You guys could be needing balance or wanting to find balance, but be struggling to do so. This is also the scales here. Sometimes that represents Libras. Okay. But I feel like you guys are struggling to find your balance here where it is concerning you being in your power and something relating to the past, and you just struggling to recover and overcome this obstacle, this mountain, whatever this tower is. Okay. And being that this is also the tower, this is a different kind of tower to me, but this also could be something could have fell apart, you know, something could have caught you off guard or whatever as well, you know, in the past. Or even maybe even the present, but it's affecting you now in this moment. But whatever it is, you guys are struggling to find a key to get past this or to recover from it. Or you just don't feel empowered to be able to overcome this or to be able to recover from it. Whatever it is. but you need to find balance and you're struggling to find that. So this is relating to your survival, and you could be feeling like you're surrounded by sharks. You could be feeling like you're not in safe waters. Okay. Sorry. Let's see. What else is going on for Sagittarius? Those fell out before I can even pull anything. So Sagittarius, you definitely are not interested in fighting. You're not interested in battling. You really are not interested in conflict. I feel like you want to be drama free. Okay. I feel like you also may not feel like you're up to the challenge. Okay. But gosh, you got the Six of Cups card here. So this is once again pointing out something from your past. You could be revisiting your past. Okay. But here's the interesting thing. You have things going either to the next level in regards to someone from your past reappearing, or this could be for you guys things coming to an ending cycle and completing with someone that you remember or with a situation from your past. Okay, so whatever it is from the past, it may resurface for you to complete it, to fulfill whatever that was, to end that cycle, or it could be things will go to the next level when whatever this is from the past resurface, or the person from the past resurface, or the situation. Yeah. It's interesting. Okay, so advice. Whatever the case is, something from the past works itself out. This could be what is happening now, or what you desire to happen, or what will happen. So let's see, advice. Forgiveness. Okay, so there's a need to forgive something that happened in the past, or someone from the past. More advice for the Sagittarius group of people. This is pointing out you are safe. This butterfly is on this flower, hiding under those petals, and all these, vultures and eagles and things are flying around that could peck it off, but it's pointing out that you are safe. You're in safe territory. More advice for the Sagittarius group here. Final card. Final two cards. It's pointing out you have a bright future. Okay, so it's saying stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. And you have past life. Here we go again. So this situation involves your past life memories, or memories from the past in a situation from the past. Okay, so, but you have a bright future, so stop worrying. Everything's going to be okay. Okay, everything's going to be fine. So, I feel like, whatever happened in the past is going to be resolved. Period. However that has to work out. Moving on from the Sagittarius reading to the final one, which will, well, not final one, a Capricorn, and then after Capricorn's Aquarius, and then that should end it. That would be all of the I could have easily just pulled one card and then called it a day for each sign, but I felt like this should have been a little bit more in depth anyway. All right, so for Capricorn, during the stay-at-home quarantine, what's going on for you guys? For the Capricorns. You got the Chariot card here. The Chariot. So you guys are trying to overcome some obstacles and challenges. You could be torn between one direction or another that you need to go in order to overcome the obstacles and challenges. You could even be trying to turn something not so great into something better or more majestic, okay? And let's see. Actually, what else is going on for the Capricorns right now? I feel like you guys got a lot of really good energy. Like really good energy. Like swift energy. So the Beauty card, you guys could be doing some inner reflection, looking at yourselves in the mirror, you know, in terms of really looking at who you are. Some of you could be focused on the material things. Some of you could be focused on vanity, you know. But some of you could be really focused on the material right now, or like I said, or just doing inner reflection on yourselves. What else is going on for the Capricorns during the stay-at-home / quarantine? That's 3 cards. I don't want 3. Here's 1. Ooh. So you guys are trying to, I don't know, I'm hearing revive something, but I feel like you guys, you're not willing to seal the coffin on this, whatever it is, okay? I heard revive something. If you're concerned about if you're going to die from the Rona right now, no, you're not. Based off of that card, okay? But you guys, this is a reading for entertainment purposes only. Okay, do not put your life on it, even if it does resonate. Thank you. Let's see what else is going on for the Capricorns. Capricorn, what else is going on for y'all right now? You guys have swift energy right now. I really feel like you guys have good energy, believe it or not. Because I'm shuffling these cards real fast, unlike the others. You're having a lot of faith right now, or at least you're trying to have faith. You could even be seeing your faith be tested right now. I'm coughing, but I do not have the Rona, okay? This is allergy season, you guys. Thank you. I'm in good health. What else is going on for the Capricorns right now? There we go. You're trying to maintain your grace. Though at times you may feel like losing it, you're still trying to maintain your composure and be graceful and, keep your composure and everything. Though there are times you feel like just, losing it. And, during this time, who isn't feeling like that, Capricorns during the quarantine. I also want to say that some of you guys could be focused on your possessions or concerned about your possessions or your assets. Thought I dropped a card, I didn't. Let's see. What else can I get for the Capricorn right now? I don't know. 4 cards. I don't want 4 cards. 2 I'll set, but not 4. It's too many cards. Okay. These cards that you don't want to shuffle. So y'all can try to get something to go right, but it ain't going right necessarily. Which is one reason why you're trying to maintain your composure, maintain your grace, have your faith, overcome these obstacles and these challenges. You're not willing to put this to rest quite yet. You're not ready to lay down and die yet. And you're really looking at what you have, your assets, your valuables, whatever. Yeah, you're definitely trying to bite your tongue. You're definitely trying to be disciplined here. You're definitely trying to have courage through the fear. Okay? Definitely trying to bite your tongue, though. Okay. Trying to pull easy while in the lion's mouth. Trying to pull easy in the situation. Hold back. Trying to hold back. Not say or do anything that would be considered frivolous or unpleasant or whatever, or some of you could be trying to not overspend or, not make bad choices financially, depends on what it is, but something right here is saying it's not the right time. Okay, so if you focus on your material things, your material values, your assets, things that you own, your possessions, if you're feeling like there's something you want to buy for yourself or do for yourself, or maybe if there's something you feel like you just need to do, like in terms of something you need to, handle it or whatever. I don't know. It's just pointing out this is not the right time. Okay. So we're going to do some more advice cards, and then that will conclude the Capricorn reading. I really love how each one of these Zodiac readings is literally different for each one of you. Literally, It's pretty awesome. Sometimes you get similar energy between signs, Not this time, though. Wow. Way too many cards. Way too many cards. So I feel like I'm be honest, I feel like you guys are hasty right now. Like you're in a rush. You want to really handle something. You really want to get something done. You really want to, but you can't, like right now, or you can't rush through this or whatever, You guys can be feeling very impatient or in a rush. Hopefully you guys can hear me really well, because I don't know if I can hear myself that well. Anyway, here we go. 7 of Earth. So this is pointing out that you guys, you're going to need to have patience. whatever investments that you guys made, I feel like you guys feel like those investments are ready to pay off, or you're expecting to see them pay off, but they're not quite ready to pay off just yet. You're going to have to be more patient, more attentive to your investments, your assets, your possessions, or whatever, because it's going to take more time to see them pay off or to see them grow the way they really need to. Okay, so it's what it is pointing out that the seeds are well planted, a temporary pause in action, but it's unnecessary worry though. So it's just pointing out there's a need to be patient, even if things don't appear to be going where they are, even if you think they are ready or things are ready for takeoff. Not quite yet, you guys, okay? Not quite yet. So, be patient, no worries. You know, I feel like you guys are anxious, but, you know, chill, you guys. Chill. Chill. Okay. Let's get some more advice cards here. And then, yeah, y'all are anxious as ever. So anxious and in a rush. But it's saying stick with it. Stick with it. Even if there's somebody who wants to jump ship right now, it's not the time. Tell the truth. Be honest. Even if it means being honest with yourself, but tell the truth. So be honest with others and be honest with yourself, okay? Final advice cards here. Inner wisdom, okay? So this is pointing out that you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. This is very contradictory, but you guys should know what this means for you. And if you don't, then wait. Receptivity, okay? It's pointing out, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, your energy, and your ability to give to others. Okay, so that was the Capricorn reading for the quarantine / stay-at-home time. Now I'm going to move forward to the very final reading here for the Aquarius folks. Okay, hopefully you guys did the time, you know, was patient to wait for the timestamps, or did timestamps if I didn't do them, but I think I'm going to take the time to do them. So for the Aquarius folks, okay, let's see what energy my Aquarius people have during the quarantine / stay-at-home period. If you hear me cough, I do not have the Rona, okay? It's also allergy season. There's a lot of pollen down here in the south. I'm okay. I'm in good health. What's going on with the Aquarius people? Now, even though this fell out, you guys could be feeling either worn out, tired, defeated in some form, exhausted, or betrayed, okay? Maybe even suffering from poor health. Take what resonates, what doesn't, leave it exactly where it is, you guys. Somebody could even be feeling depressed during this time, okay? Take what resonates and what doesn't. And if you do not like something you see here, you can check one of your other signs. because we have a rising sign, moon sign, and I also like to check for Venus and Mars because I have the same sign of Venus and Mars. So if you have the same sign of Venus and Mars, you can check that sign as well. So you don't have to just check your sun sign only, okay, because your sun sign is not going to be all of your energy alone. So if you don't like what you're seeing in one reading, you can also check the other reading, or if you want the full picture, check not only your sun sign, but also your moon and your rising. And if you have the same sign in both Venus and Mars, you can check that as well. Okay, if you're not sure, go to Cafe Astrology for a free natal/birth chart. Okay, just trying to get one more. Here we go. Okay, 9 of Rods. I think you guys are tired as heck, okay? Like really doggone tired. Because these are 2 cards here that indicates to me that you're overworked, exhausted, tired, and you feel defeated by everything that you have to do. Some of you, it could be a health issue, but not necessarily, okay? But I feel like you guys are needing to take a rest, take a break, and prepare yourselves for whatever else you got to do, okay? But some of you could be feeling defeated and just needing to get some rest, okay? Some of you could be feeling exhausted, worn out, and or not feeling so great in your health and just needing to take a break and take a rest so you could be more prepared for everything else that you need to take on, okay? So let's see what else is going on with the Aquarius energy. You got the Stranger's card down here that's kind of like semi-reverse. So you feel like there's a lack of opportunity for some reason, okay? And that also could be why you're feeling defeated, okay? And just need to take a break, take a rest. You could be feeling like you're not seeing the doors open that you like to see open. And that could be causing you to just really feel defeated. Yeah. So you also could be feeling like you're not seeing either any offers, or you're not seeing anything here that is giving you life, okay? Anything that is you could be feeling like you're not seeing any growth, okay, as well. Or like you're not, like I said, seeing any offer or any kindness or any generosity somehow. But a lot of this feels more so like this is about not seeing any growth, not seeing any offers, or seeing investments pay off, not seeing the beauty in a situation or something. What else is going on for the Aquarius during the stay-at-home quarantine time? Okay. And so you're not really feeling like you're so sure, you know, of the situation or what's going on or what to do. You feel kind of like you're in the dark. Like you don't really know what to think, or you're not really feeling like you're in tune with knowing what's really going on. Okay. Aquarius, stay at home, quarantine. What is the energy? Wow. Okay, so interesting enough, you don't feel, it's like you don't feel like you're deprived, oddly enough. You don't necessarily feel like you're deprived. That's kind of odd. You know, it doesn't even seem like you are, it's like you don't necessarily feel like you're deprived of anything, but at the same time, you don't feel like, um, yeah, yeah. You also don't feel like you're, like I said, I feel like there's going to be some opportunities. There's opportunities to be had. There's opportunities that you could eventually take. So right now, you're not feeling necessarily deprived. There's going to be opportunity, but I guess, this is a time to rest and recover. However, like I said, you may not be seeing doors open or seeing opportunities, but it doesn't mean that there isn't ever going to be, or like you've had anything taken from you. It's just more of, it's a time to get more prepared. You may be aware that you need to be more prepared. You may be aware that you need to get more rest and take a break to allow opportunities to present themselves, and allow yourself to be able to get more information to come your way, and also be able to better tune into your discernment to know what's next or what to do next. Because like I said, you could be not seeing any growth or something, in whatever seeds you planted. So, interesting enough, this is the Magician. This is the Magician card. You guys will need, and I think you already know, in order to overcome the obstacles and challenges, you will need to take whatever you have at your disposal and use it to make something work. But at the same time, I feel like luck and fate is what's here at hand. Okay, so it goes beyond your ability to empower yourself and to take what you have to use at your disposal to make something work or happen. It's also your luck and your fate here that also is going to come into action, or will have to come into action. Because, all the time, we're not always going to see everything go the way we want it to. But here's something you can take some real good solace in. Abundance will be coming, though. When the time is right, that abundance will be coming in. The blessings will be coming in. The prosperity will be coming in. When that time is right, when that wheel of luck rolls in and the fate that you were meant to have for success, it will come. Okay? So that's the good news. You need to be courageous, okay? In whatever efforts you put forth, be courageous. Don't be afraid, okay? Not sick. I don't care how that sounded. I'm not sick. Okay, good. True love. True love. Okay. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Interesting enough, there's flowers on this card too, the same way there's flowers on this card. So those flowers, or that offer you think, you're not going to receive or get, you will. Proper timing, though. High Priestess. Okay, it's pointing out you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teachings. Okay, so that was the Aquarius reading for the quarantine slash stay at home time. And this was long. It was like literally 3 hours, 20 minutes, and how many seconds. I won't be doing this again for a very long time. But I'm still glad that I did it because I feel like this is going to be helpful to a lot of you. Make sure when you watch this to give a like, okay? If you didn't like the reading, it's okay to do a dislike. Don't forget to comment and let me know. Go ahead and comment and let me know what your situation is and if this resonated or not. Do not forget to check your sun, your in your sun's, not only your sun sign but your moon, your rising, to get more of a full picture, especially if something doesn't resonate on another reading. And share the reading. Share it. You know, we're in the quarantine period. What do people got better else to do right now anyway, you know? But I think this was a good read. It was just very long and extensive. So I won't be doing this again for a while. But I still thought it was awesome to do. Every single last Zodiac energy that I did was different and unique. And so that was awesome to see because that kind of rarely happens, in all honesty. And, you know, a lot of times collectively we tend to share the same energy, but this time I think everybody's kind of on their own wavelength now. You know? So it's very interesting to see and to observe. Everybody's dealing with their own issues right now. All right, so peace.